In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to download and install VRay for SketchUp, step by step, so you can get everything set up correctly the first time. We'll cover the preparation checks, the installation process, the licensing and activation steps, and what to do if you run into a license error when launching SketchUp. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more software guides just like this one. Let's get started. Before you install anything, there are a few important preparation steps you should check. First, make sure your CPU supports AVX2. Most processors made after 2014 will support it, but it's still worth checking if you're using an older computer. This matters because VRay relies on your system meeting the right hardware requirements. Next, check your network setup. For licensing, VRay for SketchUp requires IPv4 and IPv6 is not supported for this process. If your network settings are unusual, or if you've had activation issues before, it's a good idea to confirm that IPv4 is available and being used properly. Also, before you begin the installation, completely close SketchUp. Don't just minimize it. Make sure the application is fully shut down. This helps prevent setup conflicts and ensures the installer can register everything correctly. Once your system is ready, move on to the installation itself. Open the VRay installer file. On Windows, this will usually be the .exe file, and on Mac, it will be the .pkg file. When the installer opens, you'll be guided through the setup process. During installation, make sure you select the version for SketchUp 2026. This is an important step because you want VRay installed for the correct version of SketchUp that you're using. If multiple versions are available, double-check that SketchUp 2026 is checked before moving forward. As you continue through setup, look for the Advanced option and click Advanced. This gives you access to more detailed installation settings, which is helpful for making sure everything is configured properly. In the licensing section, choose the Local option. This is required for VRay for SketchUp, so do not skip this part. Selecting the correct licensing type helps the software connect properly and avoid activation problems later. After that, continue with the installation by clicking Install. Let the process complete, and once it finishes, click Done. At this point, the core software should be installed on your computer. Now it's time to handle licensing and activation. After installation, a browser window should open and take you to the Chaos license server. This is where VRay verifies your license and account access. If you use SketchUp Studio, sign in with your Trimble ID. Make sure you use the same account that's connected to your SketchUp Studio subscription. This step is important because it links your licensing information correctly and helps VRay authenticate your access. Once you're signed in, check the licensing status carefully. You want to make sure online licensing shows a green light and says Enabled. That tells you the license is active and the software is ready to use. If everything is green, you're on the right track. Now open SketchUp 2026. When it launches, click the Asset Editor, which is the green V icon. This step helps initialize VRay inside SketchUp and confirms that the plugin is working properly. If everything opens normally, congratulations. VRay should now be installed and ready to use in SketchUp. But if you see a fail to checkout license error, don't panic. This is usually something you can fix quickly. If that error appears, click Yes when prompted so you can re-authenticate your Trimble ID in the browser. Sign in again using the correct account, then return to SketchUp and try launching the Asset Editor one more time. In many cases, this resolves the problem and restores the license connection. And that's how you download and install VRay for SketchUp. Activate it properly and troubleshoot the most common launch issue. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more tutorials, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new software guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.